Hey, Chelsea COPs, how are you from Delray Beach? Everything's fine here, it's sunny, it's warm, it's about 85 degrees. And right here with me, my name's Officer Skip Brown. I'm with the Delray Beach Police Department. And this is my retired partner, Alk, O-L-K, that's his name, Alk, and that's what he does, he guards my house now. So I wanted to spend a couple minutes with you, send this along, congratulating all of you on your COP program there. And my good buddy Jay German took back with him a lot of information, and I'm glad to see that he used it. We have a very extensive program here in Delray, but with one thing in mind. We started out just like you are, very small, and in 1990 we started out with 15 people just looking for direction. And right now, we just counted this month, we're about 1,170 people that work for the police department alone. And we have, our program has been very successful in the simple fact that it has crossed over many boundaries in reference to race, and we have been able to, because of that, reach out to the community, to the Haitians, to our black community, and everybody's on board with volunteerism. It's a wonderful thing. So hang in there, and a lot of things you will find, if you give it time, will work itself out. All the problems that you might have out there with reference to whether it be from support or equipment or whatever like that, it will come. This is such a neat program, and from what I understand, you've had successes already on it, and that's great. We have got like 12 or 14 programs right now, different programs, all the way from a volunteer Marine Patrol. We've got 900 people in 26 neighborhoods throughout our city that are patrol their own neighborhoods. We've got the mobile traffic monitoring program. We've got a parking enforcement program, which brings in about almost $140,000 a year to the city on parking fines and everything else. So the people are doing an extremely good job. And what's neat about this police department, and I'll say this to the sheriff's department out there and to the sheriff of your county out there, is to continue on with this, because this is only going to get better. Not only does it offer the citizens a chance to become part of your community and to give back to it, but it also takes a load off the officers because they can't be everywhere. And I know that I understand that the support is there for you guys from the law enforcement, from the deputies and from the police department out there and the sheriff's department, and that's great. You're going to need that very much, and kudos to the deputies and to the sheriff and to the mayor out there and everybody that supports this. As I say, this is going to get nothing but better, okay? Some of the victories that we've had here with our volunteers range anywhere from helping people on heart attacks to, we just had 2 volunteers grab a armed robbery in our downtown area just 2 weeks ago Saturday. And I'm happy to say that one of those volunteers was my wife. So that's double enjoyment for me. So she finally remembered something I told her. But it works, it works, it works, it works, it works. And I can't push that enough to you. You are going to experience highs and lows in this program, all of you. And like I tell my people, when you're out there, and our guys do 3 hours a week for me, but 3 hours a week, when you're out there and you're patrolling and nothing happens, and you're patrolling and nothing happens, and you're patrolling and nothing happens, one day it's going to happen. And my thing to you is to be prepared for it, because just like what my wife found out after she's been with us volunteering every Saturday walking downtown, for almost 2.5 years now, and nothing has ever happened. Well, here it was, and it was standing right in front of her. So she got the surprise of her life, as most of the volunteers do. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is that you can contribute so much to your community that you don't even know. You will never know what you deter. Okay? As police officers, we never know that either. So what I'm trying to say to you is take this chance that you have. Get more people involved in your community, okay? Because all this is going to do is make your community a safer place to live. This year alone, our crime stats, and I attribute this to our volunteer program, the crime in the entire city is down 11%. And that is really good for South Florida, especially ours. So it works. If I can help you, Jay German, if I can help you, buddy, let me know. I'm sending 2 tapes with this. I'll send you right behind me on this tape is the footage that Channel 25 shot on my wife and her partner Kathy Harrell. They're the only 2 police officer wives that are volunteering on our force, and it just so happened that it was them that caught the bad guys. So I was very pleased no one was hurt, and for her also. But we have made a volunteer tape professionally done by one of my volunteers who owns a big studio company, and he did a great job on it. And I sent that for all of you guys to take a look at. It's about a 9-minute tape, and it's a separate tape from this. But take a look at it, and it's something that all of you might want to partake in, whether it's professional or not. But use the news media on all that you do. All your meetings, all your training, anytime your people have, or anytime any of you have any type of a victory at all, whether it's catching a shoplifter or whatever, or helping out at an accident or whatever, make sure that the news media know about it. That's how you guys are going to get known. That's how it's going to get out about your program, and pretty quick you'll be so good that you'll be helping you'll be able to reach out and help other communities and other police departments and sheriff's departments throughout Alabama, and maybe even other states like us. I field calls every week from all over the United States, and that's how me and Jay got together. So it does work. You guys are at the cutting edge of this right now. You are the most purest form of community policing right now. That's what you are, and that's the purest form of it, and it works. So without further ado, I will sign off on this, but I just wanted to do face-to-face with all of you. I'm going to try to make it down to Chelsea, Alabama, because I'm very proud of Jay. I'm very proud of the mayor and the sheriff, and most of all, I'm very proud of all of you. Quit. Because you're taking the time from your busy lives to give back to your community, and the only ones here are going to benefit from that is going to be you. Okay? So good luck to all of you, and Jay will give you my phone numbers and stuff. If there's any questions, anything I can do to give you a hand, but I want to get down there because I would like to meet each and every one of you and shake your hands personally and tell you that, you know, I appreciate, even for mine, I don't even live down there, but I still appreciate what all of you are doing for your community. I've seen it work here, and as I say, I think ours got out of control. But when I see some of the victories that we have, like my wife's catch and a couple other catches that we've had, and some of the community relations on this is unbelievable. So hang in there, and we're going to get down there before the end of this year, because as I say, I want to see your program, I want to see some of your training, I want to bring some more ideas to you as to what we're doing, and maybe I'll bring Alt Boy along. Maybe he'll like to take a ride to Chelsea. Thank you, folks. I appreciate it. Jay, you're going to run this tape about another 5 or 6 minutes, okay, before the Channel 25 thing comes on, but it's on the same tape, so don't throw it away and erase it. See you, folks.
A suspected hold-up man is in custody tonight in one of the most unusual crime stories we've come across in quite some time.
That's right, Lisa. When the robber pulled off his crime, he was armed with a fork. But his getaway was foiled by a pair of lady volunteers who were armed with a cell phone. This strange stick-up unfolded in Delray Beach. WPBF Eyewitness News 25's Nancy Johnson is in Delray tonight with more on these citizen crime fighters. Nancy?
Well, these 2 women have been through officer safety and observation training, but they're not police officers, though. They're citizen volunteers who helped get an alleged armed robber off the streets.
And it was right about here where you saw him.
Saturday afternoon, Cheryl Brown and Kathy Harrell were on their volunteer walking patrol when they heard a bulletin on the police radio.
We heard an alert tone, which gave us a description of a suspect that the police were looking for.
And when she told me what he was wearing, I looked up, and he's standing in the middle of the street trying to get into someone's car.
Police were looking for Kent Wilson. He allegedly entered Native Accent's shop, grabbed the owner, stuck a fork to her back and left the store with $125 from the register. Cheryl and Kathy monitored his every move.
I was on the phone with dispatch and told him step by step where he was at when he kept crossing the street and where he went in at, and they were there 2 seconds later.
Delray police say the help of these volunteers was invaluable.
He probably would have gotten away. He was moving fast, and then so were the girls.
It happens so fast. You don't have time to think. You really don't. You just do what you're trained to do.
You don't really think a whole lot when they're on the radio describing this guy, but when he's actually standing in front of you,
Right.
it's just totally different.
Now, the suspect, Kent Wilson, is in jail tonight, charged with 1 count of armed robbery. Now, as for the volunteers, there are 14 of them that do this walking patrol, and they do this about once a week for several hours at a time. If you want to get more information about this patrol, you can contact the police department. Reporting live in Delray, Nancy Johnson, WPBF Eyewitness News 25. Tom?
Obviously, those two women were in the right place at the right time.
That's right.
All right, thanks, Nancy.
Welcome to Delray Beach, the home of 75,000 people living in a beautiful South Florida community of old and young alike. It boasts beautiful waterways and golf courses, a wide variety of shops, ocean view restaurants, intercoastal dining, and intimate cafes. Our active and thriving community sponsors many events throughout the year. The Delray Art Festival, Jazz on the Avenue, 4th of July fireworks, First Night, a family-oriented New Year's Eve event. In fact, in 1993, Delray Beach was voted an All-America City. In such a vibrant and active community with such an outdoor lifestyle, public safety becomes an issue of great importance. To complement our fine Delray Beach Police Department, we boast an active and dedicated group of over 1,300 citizen volunteers. They are the eyes and ears of the police department and active in many areas. Graduates of the Police Academy support the police department personnel by working in volunteer programs and acting as liaison between the police department and outside projects. Staff support volunteers provide needed administrative assistance. For example, assisting personnel in our investigative division by sorting through pawn slips looking for stolen property, helping secretaries with clerical work and with victim witness support, assisting our crime analysis unit in tracking criminal activity, analyzing criminal activities, greeting visitors and directing them to proper police personnel. Downtown walking patrols, pairs of volunteers walking on East Atlantic Avenue to provide added security for merchants and shoppers. Trained in observation and reporting techniques and armed only with police radios, their presence gives added comfort to all they meet. Parking enforcement specialists patrol shopping malls, beaches, and downtown areas. Responsible for enforcing parking and handicap laws, they have the authority to issue parking tickets to violators. Their presence gives added comfort to all they meet. Parking enforcement specialists patrol shopping malls, beaches, and downtown areas. Responsible for enforcing parking and handicap laws, they have the authority to issue parking tickets to violators. They are an especially important part of the eyes and ears of the police department and are so equipped with police radios and cellular phones. Mobile traffic monitor patrols assist the traffic unit by collecting traffic data to provide investigators with information necessary to identify areas with a high volume of speeding violations and the potential for serious traffic accidents. They operate sophisticated equipment to monitor vehicle speed in a given area and follow up by identifying speeders through computer checks and sending notices to explain their violation and the potential risks in driving at excessive speeds. Citizen observer patrols patrol their own neighborhoods, acting once again as important eyes and ears. They are well received because, given the proper training and equipment, they have demonstrated they can significantly reduce crime in their areas.
The Citizen Observer Patrol car follows us all the way up to our house. And the other night we were opening the door, he said, "Is everything okay?" They stayed until we got into the house.
Roving patrols expand the volunteers into areas citywide that have the potential for or are experiencing crime problems. This includes high traffic areas like shopping malls and movie theater parking lots. Their presence may also deter potential crimes from happening. Haitian roving patrols were formed from the desire of our Haitian American community to contribute directly towards helping the police department stop crime in their neighborhoods. They patrol not only their own neighborhood, but in other areas where most needed. In addition, they provide translation services to the police and help with security for city functions and special events. West Atlantic roving patrols were formed by volunteers in response to crime problems in that area. All volunteers live in the area and know the problems firsthand. Trained to recognize and report crimes like loitering, consuming alcohol in public, narcotics trafficking, and code violations, they report suspicious activity to the police department by cellular phone or police radio.
In here. Hey. Oh, all right. Mr. Tyson. Hey, how you doing?
Hello, Johnson. How are you?
I figured you'd be riding this.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
Everything is fine. Now, you've seen how 50's clean up.
Yeah, we trying to clean
It's
it up
about,
now.
yeah. I mean, it's really clean up.
We just left.
Yeah.
Straighten up.
Road now, okay? Behave yourself. Huh? Now, Mr. Johnson driving. Yeah.
Volunteer Marine patrols monitor, evaluate, and document boating activity on 7 nautical miles of intercoastal waterway running through our community.
Break down your register. He's going a little too fast.
All right, get prepared to give him a warning.
Okay, I'm ready.
Houston, you're at an idle speed, no wake zone. Would you please reduce your speed accordingly? Thank you.
They educate boaters about wake laws and speed laws, and they warn violators of these laws. Volunteer captains, accompanied by a volunteer crew member, provide their own boats for duty. Violations are documented, and violation warning letters are then issued. All members are trained in environmental laws as well as marine law and are knowledgeable in the use of police radios, marine radios, and cellular phones. The presence of the Marine Patrol is greatly appreciated by the hundreds of homeowners living on the water.
Hi. Hi, good afternoon. Nice to have you in the neighborhood.
Well, thank you. We're enjoying it. You having a good day?
Absolutely. It's a great day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Good afternoon.
Hey.
Thank you for living in our neighborhood.
Well,
Make it safer.
Great, thank you. Thank you.
For the good work.
Thank you very much. You have a good day. Bye-bye.
Many Delray Beach residents take great pride in their community and appreciate the fine quality of life it affords them. In return, they wish to give something back.
And they are basically the eyes and ears of the police department.
Feel that we're giving a good service to the guests that are walking in our city on the street, as well as to the store owners.
It gives you a real good feeling. You're really giving something back to the city. I mean, we're making this place a safe place to live.
This is why the Delray Beach Citizens Volunteer Program is so successful.